So today we're going to talk about a real cornerstone of Pakistan's cultural world, the National Academy of Performing Arts, or NAPA. Now, on the surface, it's a super prestigious school. But when you dig a little deeper, you find this amazing story of a powerful vision, some incredible talent, and, well, some really puzzling contradictions. So let's get right into it. Right on their website, NAPA makes this really bold claim, an epitome of creative freedom. And you can tell this isn't just some catchy tagline, it's their whole mission. It really sets the stage for an institution that wants to be both a sanctuary and a launchpad for the country's best artistic talent. So, what was the big idea behind NAPA in the first place? Well, it was always meant to be more than just a school. The whole concept was to create a national institution, a place that could both preserve and teach the amazing traditions of performing arts and music in Pakistan. And here's what makes NAPA so incredibly significant. Since it was founded back in 2005, it has been the only national academy of its kind in the entire country. Think about that. A single place for formal education in both theater and music. But an institution this big doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. It takes a serious vision. And for NAPA, that vision was born from a very unique partnership. The way this came together is pretty fascinating. On one side, you've got the political power of the president at the time, Pervez Musharraf, who basically said, "We need this." And on the other side, you have the artistic genius of the legend, Zia Mohedin, who was the one personally asked to build this academy from scratch. And let me tell you, Zia Mohedin's credentials were, to put it mildly, world-class. He trained at the famous Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in London. He performed on Broadway and in the West End. His career spanned theater, film, TV, the whole shebang. This kind of experience gave NAPA instant credibility right from day one. Okay, so you've got this incredible foundation, but what actually happens inside the academy's walls? Let's take a peek at what the students are actually learning. So NAPA is really built on two main pillars. First up, you have the theater arts department. This is a full 3-year diploma program. Then there's the music department, where students get totally immersed in their craft, learning from practicing masters and scholars. And this is absolutely the key, right? An academy is only as good as its teachers. And NAPA has always been powered by a faculty that is just filled with some of the most respected names you can imagine. And we are talking about absolute titans in their fields. For instance, in theater, you've got the incredible actor Talat Hussein, a household name known for his total command of the stage and screen. And on the music side, students are learning from masters like the sitar virtuoso Ustad Nafis Ahmad, who's passing down generations of classical knowledge firsthand. And the list just keeps going. You've also got the celebrated tabla player Ustad Bashir Khan. You see, it's this direct access to living legends that is the real heart of what the academy promises. So you've got this amazing pool of talent, both students and faculty. What's NAPA's real impact been over the years? Well, this is where the story gets a little curious. So if you go to NAPA's official website to try and understand its legacy, it lays out its global impact using a few key numbers. And one of those key numbers is, it's 0. According to their own website, NAPA has 0 total alumni. Yeah, you heard that right. For a school that's been running since 2005, that number isn't just strange, it's kind of baffling. But here's the twist. Public sources like Wikipedia tell a totally different story. They list a bunch of successful alumni who've gone on to make a real name for themselves, and a lot of them were from the very first graduating class. So this gap between the official data and the public record, it's a really interesting wrinkle in NAPA's story. Now, beyond these questions about its legacy, NAPA is facing a much more concrete challenge, and this one is about its actual home. See, since the very beginning, NAPA has been housed in this beautiful historic building in Karachi called the Hindu Gymkhana. And this isn't just some random building. It's a protected heritage site with huge historical importance. But its location has become a major issue. Back in 2018, Pakistan's Supreme Court actually ordered that the academy be relocated in order to preserve the heritage site. But as of 2020, reports were still saying that NAPA was operating from that same building, which has created this really difficult, unresolved situation. And all of this leaves us with a really tough question that's honestly bigger than just Napa. How does a nation strike that balance between preserving its incredible historic buildings and, at the same time, nurturing its living, breathing arts? There is no easy answer, but it's a question Napa's complicated story really forces us all to think about.